What's going on? Average Tech Guy here, and today we are back. More tech, more reviews, and I got my iPad Pro right here, 12.9 M1 model. Today, we are here to talk about this. Yes, you have seen the ZAGG Pro Stylus on my channel before. This is Gen 2 of that device. So let's talk. Here we go. ZAGG Pro Stylus 2. Now, I've done a review on the first one before a couple of years back. This is the second iteration of that. Wireless charge, active stylus, magnetic connection. Okay, flip over on the back, click the top, comes on. It works with top and bottom. It has tilt recognition, palm rejection, replaceable tip, and a long-lasting battery. It does not say how long that battery is, but after 15 minutes of being idle, this will shut itself off to conserve power. When you get it open, that is what it looks like. Now, this thing comes in probably about 5 different colors. So I actually picked up the yellow because I just like the color scheme. Now, looking at this, it is flat right here. So flat edge, that's where it's going to charge at magnetically. Removable tip. Now, there are about 5 different colors of this device. That's what it looks like when you take the tip off. Tip goes right back on. Regular tips will not fit on here. You got to use ZAGG tips. The reason I went for this color is because it's really the only 2-tone variation of it. All the other colors are one solid color. So just keep that in mind. The yellow is the only one that comes with a black tip. That swaps it on. You got the number 2 right there. You got the ZAGG logo right there. Box. Click the top to turn it on. Wireless charge. Active tips. What else is in here? Take this out. Extra tip on the inside. Charger right here. Now, the thing I like about this is find the flat edge. Sticks magnetically, and let's see if this works. I'm not sure if it has juice or not. No juice. Let me get one that works. All right, so I always got Zendor close by. This thing powers pretty much everything in my arsenal. You're gonna lock it in, and green light, it is charging. So the actual device itself has no LEDs to let you know that it is charging. I would have liked to have some type of LED letting me know that, hey, this thing is charging while it's on the iPad, but you don't get that. And you do get some instructions on the inside, which we can just leave that right where it is. And one other thing about this device is it can charge magnetically. So if you actually sit it on a magnetic charger, doesn't come off, doesn't lose its grip, it will charge. And if you got a case that's similar to my favorite case, which is my Zugu, fits right down in there. Magnet, super strong, doesn't jump out, no issues. So we got a really strong magnet on here. We got wireless charging via their charger, as well as a MagSafe charger as well. This device is Bluetooth. So just keep that in mind. Once you actually turn it on, you're gonna have to connect it to your device. So we got our iPad here. We will swipe up and we'll sit this down. And it's on. I turned it on earlier. We will dim this screen out just a little bit. And we wanna make sure this actually works really well because they talk about palm rejection and the tilt recognition. So here we go. First things first, let's get a tool that we can use. Perfect. And we'll color in blue today. Straight up and down, no issue. Straight lines, really well. Okay, great. That checks off. Next up, let's try to tilt. So I'm gonna erase all these, object erase, boom, 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 boom. And come back in here. Pick up my tool, and let's pick a tool that will recognize tilt. Here we go. Straight line, straight line, straight line, tilt it to the side, boom, boom, and boom. It works. No issue there. Let's do this. I want to draw some shapes, squares, okay, and circles and triangles, and maybe a star, and maybe even a thought bubble. All that works. It does recognition for our shapes and everything else. Love it. Now, one of the biggest things that most people always ask me is try this in Procreate. Now, I will forewarn you, I am no artist. So just keep in mind, whatever I draw in Procreate is just doodling. But one of the good things about Procreate is it will actually like recognize shapes. So circle, there we go. Now it is a little light, so we are going to change out that tool. Let's change out the tool to something a little bigger that you can see and make a circle. There we go. And let's make a square. And it did change it. It may not look like it, but it did change it. And a triangle. Once again, it changed it. It did the shape recognition. Okay, so one of the biggest questions that I typically get with one of these stylus is, how do you get it to erase? So this is stylus in. This is like generic stylus that'll work with any device that has a touch screen. Now this can be used as an eraser, but you got to come in here and make some changes. Go into your actions, go down to gesture control, and you're going to turn on your touch erase with your finger. So this is going to mimic your finger. So when you come in here, you can now erase, 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 erase. And you can even erase, 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 and erase, 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 and erase, 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 erase. And you'll get tired of me saying erase, but you can actually go through, use this like an eraser, flip it back over, draw, 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 and erase, 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 erase. So I find that to be a very convenient tool because I can kind of use this as a regular pencil if I wanted to. Now, this has no screen protector on it right now. I actually took off the protector I put on it last week, just because that's a PaperLike screen protector. And I wanted to just basically take it off just to write on the regular screen. Now, I probably will go back and do some testing just to see how this works on a PaperLike screen. But as of right now, I'm not putting one on. You know, it is what it is. But I have enjoyed using this with you guys. I like it a lot. Like the color scheme. The only thing I don't like is the price. I went on Amazon and the white one is like 55, 56 bucks. But if you want a color version of it, you're gonna pay like 78 bucks. So I don't know where the discrepancy is. They both were sold by Amazon, but the color ones are like 78 bucks and the white one is 50 something bucks. Now that's not, you know, if you're looking for a bargain, it's still a good deal. But I just don't see paying that big price gap. So if they were both around the $50 range, I think it would be a really good deal. But for the most part, I just don't like the price. I like everything else. The palm rejection, I'm touching the screen. The tilt, it will shade, it will get dark, and it will shade. I like that. That works really well. Like I can see real artists just like taking advantage of that. Pressure sensitivity is not really there. Like I'm lightly doing it and bearing down. So, I mean, you can actually see a slight difference. It doesn't advertise pressure sensitivity, but I'm like very light and pushing down dark. Not really much of a difference, but that shade, that's where it's at. So for real artists, I think this will be something good if you want to take advantage of it. If you really need that, you know, pressure sensitivity, go for a real Apple Pencil. But I mean, I like this one a lot. No issues out of it. Once again, your Apple Pencil cannot be connected while you're using this one. And remember, you must go in and do Bluetooth right there at the top. ZAGG Pro Stylus 2, it is connected, has to connect via Bluetooth. Keep that in mind. But other than that, I like it. Only thing I don't like is the price on it. So ZAGG, if you're listening, make sure we get those prices right. I'm not sure what it is on your website, but on Amazon, there's a huge discrepancy. So go by and fix that up. So I'll be sure to drop a link below so you can check this out for yourself. Until next time, Average Tech Guy out. Peace.